Welcome to Deep Luxury. As you may have gathered from the title, we'll be taking an exclusive look at how Lil Wayne amassed his wealth and how he chooses to spend it. His incredible success story starts in 1995 when Cash Money Records signed him as their youngest artist. Since then, he's grown to be one of the most popular musicians in American history, and he's released enough albums and mixtapes to make your head spin. Seriously, if you stack them all up, they'd probably reach the moon. He's sold more records than you can count, including over 200 million albums and 70 million digital tracks. Okay, that's a lot of zeros. And to top it all off, he's won 5 freaking Grammys. So yeah, he's kind of a big deal. All of that success has resulted in a net worth of roughly $170 million. Not too shabby, huh? But what does Lil Wayne actually spend his cash on? Maybe he's got a secret diamond-encrusted bathtub or something. Whatever the case, let's dive deep. Lil Wayne takes his luxury cars quite seriously, and we're not talking about just any old jalopies here. We're talking about some of the fanciest rides money can buy. His car collection is like a who's who of the hottest luxury vehicles on the planet. I'm talking about cars that make Ferraris look like go-karts. For starters, he's got a Porsche Boxster that's worth more than most people's houses, a Cadillac CTS that costs more than my college education, and a McLaren 720S Spider that's an astonishing $317,000. And that's not all. Lil Wayne also owns a Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead, which cost an astounding $562,000. And don't even get me started on his love affair with Mercedes. The man has 2 of them, including a $228,000 SLS AMG that could outrun a cheetah, hitting top speeds of 198 miles per hour, and a Maybach 62 that's fancier than Buckingham Palace, costing a whopping $428,000. But nothing quite compares to Lil Wayne's most prized possession in his car collection, the Bugatti Veyron. This beast of a car is worth a staggering $1.9 million, which is roughly the GDP of a small country. We're pretty sure Lil Wayne could outrun the Flash in this thing. It's safe to say that his love for luxury cars knows no bounds. His car collection is a true reflection of his extravagant lifestyle and impeccable taste in vehicles. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to take these bad boys out for a spin? Moving on to his jewelry, Lil Wayne has a particular soft spot for diamonds and isn't afraid to splurge on them. His collection includes several pieces worth thousands and thousands of dollars, such as his Young Money and Sida necklaces, which are named after his record label and mother, respectively. And let's not forget his diamond grill, a true symbol of hip-hop extravagance, as he takes his love for bling to a whole new level. The rapper has even gone so far as to bedazzle his Beats by Dr. Dre headphones with real diamonds. Yes, you've heard that correctly. His headphones are decked out in real diamonds. It's so over the top that the price tag on these headphones actually exceeds the cost of some of his luxury cars, at a heavy price tag of $1 million. Now let's talk about his latest investment strategy, property acquisition. And boy, did he knock it out of the proverbial park with his most recent purchase in 2021, a home in Hidden Hills, LA. It's farmhouse inspired and worth $15.4 million. This house has everything you could possibly want and then some. It truly is a remarkable find. I mean, with that price tag, you couldn't expect otherwise. It has soaring ceilings that appear large enough for horses to pass through, and the enormous bold windows allow for plenty of natural light to fill the space, making you feel like you're living in a sun-kissed paradise. The interiors are spacious and cozy, with comfortable furniture that'll make it hard for you to get up and leave. But let's be real, we all know Lil Wayne didn't just buy this house for himself. It's for the ultimate house party. This place was built for entertaining, with beautiful fireplaces, enormous TVs, and seating areas scattered throughout the living areas. You're guaranteed to have a good time. And if that's not enough to convince you, the home theater that seats 20 people should do the trick. Need some fresh air? The house also boasts a nice area for al fresco dining, with plenty of outdoor seating and a full outdoor kitchen in the backyard. You can cook to your heart's content and enjoy the California sunshine. After you're done eating, why not take a dip in this stunning negative edge pool, or shoot some hoops on the basketball court, provided that you've let your food digest, of course. And when you're ready to unwind, the spa is waiting for you. It's safe to say that Lil Wayne's investment in this property was a smart move. Not only is it a great place to entertain and have a good time, but it's also a wise investment for the future. But is dropping $15.4 million on a house with all the bells and whistles really worth it? Here's the thing. You're not just paying for the fancy residence here. You're also paying for the privilege of living in a neighborhood that's been graced by the likes of Dwayne Wade, The Weeknd, Jessica Simpson, Drake, Kanye, and multiple Kardashians. So unless you want to be the odd one out in a sea of non-A-listers, you better be ready to shell out at least $10 million for a slice of that posh community pie. Trust us, you don't want to be caught dead without a famous neighbor to name drop at your next dinner party. Back in 2013, Lil Wayne made it rain in Miami by dropping $16.8 million on a waterfront mansion in the city that never sleeps, or never sobers up. This Allison Island gem boasts 22-foot ceilings, mahogany paneling, and floor-to-ceiling windows that offer an impeccable view of Biscayne Bay. Plus, it has a pool, an outdoor kitchen, and a beach cabana, with direct access to the island's private beach. Oh, and did I mention that Lil Wayne's butler even has his own private quarters? That's some next-level service for you. But that's not even the most shocking part. After just 4 years of living the Miami dream, Lil Wayne decided to put the house on the market for $29.5 million. Apparently, the property value skyrocketed just because the lollipop rapper used to call it home. I guess it's safe to say that this house is not just a place to live, it's a flex-worthy investment from having him as a former tenant. Next up is tattoos. When it comes to Lil Wayne's style, his tats are definitely a head-turner. I mean, the man has covered his entire face with ink, including his neck with Young Money, and even his temple with Misunderstood. And let's not forget about the smiley face tattoo on his lower lip that probably only his dentist has seen up close. So who's the lucky artist responsible for all of this permanent art? None other than Dao Hokona, who reportedly inked over 300 tattoos on Lil Wayne, including his full-body bodysuit. That's right, Lil Wayne dropped some serious dough to cover his entire torso from waist to knee. And let me tell you, it's not cheap in the slightest. A full bodysuit can cost anywhere from $40,000 to $100,000. That's like buying a car just to have it parked on your body. But when you're a multi-millionaire like Lil Wayne, money is no object. He can drop cash like it's hot and not even break a sweat. I guess when you're one of the most successful rappers in the game, you gotta look the part. And Lil Wayne definitely looks like he's had his fair share of taking on the world, one tattoo at a time. Not only is he a walking canvas, but he also has a taste for traditional artwork that would make any museum curator drool. And get this, his collection is worth $30 million. That's more money than most people will ever see in their entire lifetime. But unfortunately, as they say, mo money, mo problems. A small portion of his collection was actually seized to pay off a measly $2 million debt. Can you imagine having so much money that you forget about a $2 million debt? And to think, if he had just sold one or two of his paintings, he could have paid off that debt like it was no problem. But I guess that's what happens when you have a $30 million art collection. Your priorities get a little skewed. We've covered some of Lil Wayne's most outrageous spending habits. Who knew one man could spend so much money on such a variety of things? But hey, to each their own, right? So now it's up to you to decide which of Lil Wayne's possessions impressed you the most. Was it the diamond-studded headphones, his sick car collection, or his luxurious mansion in Hidden Hills? We're curious to know, so let us know in the comments below. And as always, stay tuned for more episodes about the insanely rich and powerful. See you in the next one.